Hello, I'm Danilo, this is Italian.oraculum and it's finally here. This is the unboxing of the companion book for the Terra Volatile Tarot, and it's this one. I also have the expansion. I'm not sure this is the second or third edition or if it's the third/fourth. I missed the first one. I basically bought the version where the misprint on one of the extra death cards, there was a missing letter, and then I have the edition after that, which was released before the book, and I know that that edition was reprinted alongside the companion book, so I'm not sure exactly the numbers of editions of this deck, but anyway, let's see what's in here. So I know it's one book with beautiful illustrations as always. It should go over every single card, and I'm sure there are 2 extra cards that come with this book, and they should be exactly like the cards of the thinner version of the deck, the one that's more flexible, better for shuffling. I'm keeping one out for a comparison. I believe they are on the top because I picked just as much before, and here they are. Okay, so let's see. This goes away. These are the extra cards. They seem, yes, they should be the flexible ones. They seem a little bit different. I think they have shifted to a finer linen stock, unless it was already done between the 2 editions and this is the previous one. Again, I'm not sure right now because I knew they were going to produce the book and I decided to wait for the book to start using it, and in the meanwhile I did my videos. I sometimes looked at it, but something was telling me just to wait a little bit longer before starting to actually using it and connecting to it, and then they announced the companion book, which I much prefer compared to the... I know on their website that they have the description of each card written, or at least almost all of them last time I checked, so I could have started before, but I wanted to wait once I knew there was the book coming. So from what I see, it's exactly the same style, but I believe these feel more how it's smooth. This feels more smooth, not so much that it will cause a problem. I believe they can slide greatly on top of one of the other, so I'm going to add them, these 2 extra cards, to my deck, but I'm curious to see if something I've missed the last time was a change in the linen stock, in the cardstock, sorry. So we have the mirror, which is an alternative for the sun. I can see right now the number. Let me show you. So it's the 19. Yes, so it's the sun, which I like it. I felt like that card specifically deserved one more option, let's say. And then we have an extra death card to a total of 4. We have the no name version. That is the no name card. Just like sometimes the Fool is the card with no number instead of the 0. It reminds me of the basic, let's say, death of this deck, the main, if we will, version of it, but with a far richer background and some changes in the attire of the skeleton. Really nice. So here we have a picture with one of their t-shirts there. So here we have their contacts, brief message, and now the main event. Let's see. So there's a sticker here as a seal, and then we have a couple of pieces of duct tape. So one is, come on. Okay, one is gone. I failed with the second, but it's free as well, I believe. It's free, okay. And now the sticker. I'm sorry, the Terra Volatile is from the Credo Quia Absurdum. It's a company, I believe, based in Portugal. And they produce this deck with its expansion in 2 different versions. One is the thinner one with the card being more flexible and better for riffle shuffling, and then a thicker version which is called something like the art collection version or something like that. So if you prefer to have the deck and as a collectible, not as a functioning shuffleable deck of cards. And now of course they have the associated book, and then they produce t-shirts and shopper bags, I believe. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, bye-bye. So here we have the front cover, the spine, and the back cover with justice. Nice. So let's see. Let's take a quick look. I don't want to. Oh, it's signed. I forgot it was signed. Thank you. So the pages are not so reflective paper. Let's see, we have the table of contents, a forward, preface, and then we start with the major arcana. So we have a big picture of the card, the title with behind the number, elemental and astrological associations, descriptions with notes, and here, what is it? Page 10, the red dragon. Okay, so if we have illustrations about something that's not in the deck, they are still explained somewhere. So then we have an upright and reverse meaning with keywords and description, and again, picture not of the actual card, but it's identified on the page. And then we have the other version of the Fool. Okay, so we are going to meet each one of them while we go, we don't have the alternative cards with their alternative titles at the end, which is good. Then we have Chaos, which again is a different version of the card. Then we have the Magician, the Alchemist, the High Priestess, Intuition. I'm going rather quick. I want to get to Fertility. I want to get to the Death card because I want to see if we get even these last few versions of the deck. I want to see, okay, so see, this is their Death card, the first version of it. This seems like the upgraded version of it. So we have the Death card, and then all its explanations. I like that it's on black paper because that is special. Then we have Rebirth, which is the second version, and the Misery Collector, and I see it's shorter. Let me check quick. Okay, so the Alchemist is shorter than the Magician. Is it the same for them? Maybe. Yes. So okay, it's more in depth about the first version of the card with the meanings and the like, and then the variations are a little bit less, I suppose. So yes, basically they avoid repeating the meanings upright and reversed. You have just the analysis of the different illustration in the alternative cards. So okay, so again, Death, Rebirth, the Misery Collector. See, I have the version without the M, and then I have the version after it with the M. I don't have this. I'm so sad. Maybe they added it so in the end, or maybe we are not going to get it and we are going to receive a second book, maybe a pamphlet or something. Let me see. I need to find the sun. This is the minors, the sun. Okay, so the sun, the poetry, and then the mirror. So we have a description for this version of the sun. We do not have a description for this version of the Death card. Why? It's true that this does not have a title, so I'm starting to think, do they consider it a non-card? Is this like a bonus card that's not supposed to go in the deck? Let's see. Major Arcana keywords chart. Okay, so we have the titles with the alternative titles, upright, reversed, the element, planet, and zodiac sign connection. Cool. Then we have the minor arcana, and we start with the cups, the ace, the 2. Okay, so again, upright, reversed, we don't really have too much of a description, like we don't have a description of the illustration and then the upright and the reversed meanings. But we have pictures of the alternatives we get. So now I want to see if the, okay, we have the vessels in the end. Let me see, let me check this. Okay, so the other peculiarity of this deck is that they added a, okay, so we have at the end of each suit a chart name, upright, reversed, and the elements association. But we also have the vessels in the minor arcana here in this deck, which are more based on the alchemical process. So we have an introduction of the suit and the connection to the alchemical work, the great work, inner journey. So we have an in-depth how to use maybe this suit. Yes, we have the 7 stages of alchemy with representation through the cards and an in-depth description of each one of them, and then we go in the cards and we have the description of the images and upright and reversed meanings. So they gave this to the minor arcana. They added, rightly so, but they avoided doing it for the regular traditional one. Again, we have the chart with everything, and then miscellaneous. So yes, this deck also has a yes and no, and maybe you are asking the wrong question cards, and they are described here. And then we have spreads. I'm going to love reading every single one of this. Then we have the epilogue and the bibliography, image credits, index. Yeah, so this is a beautiful book. I cannot say anything negative about it, but I wanted a description of this card. I'm sorry, I request it. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you next time. You can subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram. The handle is in the description of the video. Bye!